Please give a very warm welcome to Double Diamond Director Samson Lee.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got blood on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can.
Good morning. How are you today? Is that the Malaysian hello? How are you today? A little bit more. How are you today? That's more like it. You know, whatever we do is how much energy we put in, no? You know, I cannot help but feel the energy. You know, we got here yesterday after about 20 hours flying, and straight to work, meetings. What did we do? I can't remember. We've done so much. But coming here, outside the door, waiting to come in to start the event, we all outside can feel all of you inside. The excitement, the energy. But it's more than that, isn't it? Now, let me ask you, what does that have to do with business? If we're talking about business today. One thing is, growing up in the U.S., being an entrepreneur, going to college studying business, I still didn't really understand what makes business work. You know what makes business work? It's not the money. It's the people. You know how important you are? And it's those kind of quality, it's those things like our energy, our thoughts, our creativity, our perseverance, our desire, our vision, those intangible things that apply through the mechanics of the business, the how-to. That's how we can be successful. And when I first started the business, I didn't know the realities of this journey. What are the real things? Because what I talk about today are our desire, vision, our fire, passion, our energy, our time, our effort. Those are very intangible, isn't it? You cannot put a dollar amount on them. You cannot see it. It's like air. It's like electricity. But I guarantee you it's there. You put your finger in the light socket, you get electrocuted. It's there. So today I want to share with you the realities of this journey. Let me ask, how many of you today have been in the business less than 6 months? Please raise your hand. Okay. Please give a big hand. Now, how many of you have been in the business more than 6 months? Please raise your hand. Please give yourselves a big hand. First, we have to acknowledge that we are in a business because this is a real business. Now, today, we have amazing teaching, training from Mr. Herbing Shu and Tracy Howe. Do you agree? What they have given us is the very ideas, is the very mechanics of what this business is about. And today, look, if it's a real business, it's simple as black and white. Is it real or not? Can people make money or not money? Can we make money in Jeunesse? Absolutely, 100%. And as you go out, share with other people, are there people that doubt they cannot make money with Jeunesse? But what is the fact? Can we or not make money in Jeunesse? Yes, it's very black and white. Look, in the same company, okay? In the same company with same products, the same compensation plans, the distributors Some of us make money, some of us don't. So why is that? Well, the company and all those things, it's the hardware. Company, products, comp plan is like the hardware. It's like a computer. It is there. You know, when I first got into the industry many years ago, about 10 years ago, a little bit more than 10 years ago, some people say, oh, you know, the product is the spirit of our business. I'm thinking, how can that be? You know what is the spirit of a business? You. That's right. You are the spirit. You are the energy. You are what is alive in this company called Jeunesse. So when you talk to people, don't be like a dead person. Be alive. Because it is your spirit that will attract the people. Now, the US global system is a software to this hardware. Does the software make a big difference? Yes or no? It's a huge difference. Just look at your phone that is smart, right? Look at all the apps on there. Look at all the different softwares that you use. Some are easy, some are hard, some work, some don't work. But the US global system is a GPS, and in this GPS are people who have spirit, who have proven experience from all different backgrounds. This collection of experience, of energy, of passion, of vision are here to guide you how to operate this hardware. Now, so what do you need to do? Okay? Master how to leverage USGS. Okay? That is the mechanics. Now, these are the facts. Many of you know, if you are in the system, you know that what? Facts tell and what? Stories sell. But these facts tell you what this business is. Now, is it very clear? Is it a black and white, isn't it? Now, for me, from my experience, when we first started in the business in 2009, the only system we had are the meetings, the events. So how to use the system? Well, the more people you have attending events, the more meetings you have, the more money you make. Is it that simple? It is that simple. You know, one thing coming from a background of being in the furniture business, in the real estate business, also in the auction business, I didn't know what promoting or marketing mean. But in Jeunesse, it's very simple. Because what you experience at the event, number one, if you plug in, that means you attend the event. And in this event, you will learn something. Have all of you learned something today? Tremendous. And with this something, it's literally the value that you get out of this event, yes? You got something out of it. And from there, though, if you plug into the system, events, and feel and learn what you can get out of it, it's a lot easier for you to promote to your team in the future. Is that not right? It's true. So you got to plug into the system now. Because having your own business is very important. I hope all of you realize that this is not a job, right? When you have your own business, what you make, the money that you make is not wages, it's not salary, it's actually profit. Anything you make over your costs is your profit. Is your profit. Wages is limited. Many of us work so hard at our job, getting paid so little per hour. We're getting paid what somebody told us we should get paid, and you accepted it. Now, profit is a business where you can work, you put your energy and time and effort, your hope in this business. But you know what? The difference is that this is not a wage. Whatever money you make, you can make more. There's no limit. Now, if you study the compensation plan, the fact is that in the comp plan, you can make as much as you want. Most of us never had the choice. So today, I give you permission to make as much money as you want. Would you like that? I give you permission. You have my blessing. Please make more money. No, I'm telling you, this is what I had to learn. When I first started, I thought, when I first met Kim, a little bit more than 10 years ago, okay, well, I had lost a lot of money in my furniture business because of the economic downturn, which is, what can I do, right? Well, I thought that in my furniture business, where I worked 10 years in, that doing what I was doing every day, in that business, I thought that's all I can make. If you talk to me about making double, triple, or more of what I made in the furniture business, I said, I have no idea how to do that. But you know what? All it takes is a shift in your thinking. Instead of instead of believing that limited thinking, just look at it from a different point of view. That, you know what, in those 10 years, I could have chose a different platform to work, a different business to work, using the same time, the same effort, the same thinking. I could have made more money. Do you agree or not agree? Yes, right? So you know what? If we look back at what we did in our lives, and today it has brought us to where we are. If you're not happy with it, what should you do? Do something else. Make some changes, okay? Now, your journey, where are you going? It's very important. You have to ask yourself where you are going, where you want to be. What are your dreams and goals? We already talk about that. And, it's like if we operate a GPS, that people already, they're sharing from their heart, they're telling you everything that they know that they can to help everybody succeed. You still have to look at where you are today and then where you want to go. You have to input that in the GPS. Most people quit. You know why? They never took the time to think about what they want. They never took the time to dream. And maybe they were dead already, or they were like zombies walking in life. So you know what? Connecting the dots moving forward is very important, because in your journey, you're going to go from here to somewhere to somewhere to somewhere. It won't be a straight shot. Even like Tracy, somebody, when she decided to do the business, she took 1 year to get the diamond. That's just a destination. But it's not an event, like Kim said. Diamond is not the event. It's a place that you pass through to go to somewhere else. There's a lot more to do. And you can see here in the picture, you start at one point, but there's many other places you could go. You might get lost. You might go in circles if you don't know where you're going. So you know what? To go to where you're going, you have to take action to move forward. You cannot just join Jeunesse and sit here and watch and that's it. You're not going to get anywhere. Now, if you are not where you want to be, what should you do? Then make a decision. Make a decision to do something. Make a decision for yourself, not for anybody else first. If it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what anybody else says, it matters what you say. Okay? So if you're going to make a decision, the action is to make changes. Now, for me, when I was working the business at the beginning, let me tell you, 10 years ago, I saw Kim make millions in this industry. And by the time I realized it, it's like it was a little too late. I watched it happen. I tried to do it. I listened, but I didn't listen. Do you understand? It went in one ear, went the other ear. Because I was still using my own limited beliefs to look at the business and to look at the training. Maybe, well, actually, some of the time at the beginning, I was even skeptical about what she was talking about. Doubting, judging, analyzing what she was talking about. Versus, if you listen to it, you write it down, and you go practice it and do it. That's a lot less wasting time. Okay? So make changes now. Recently, there's a great man who represents tremendous value to this world. His name was Muhammad Ali. You know Muhammad Ali? Okay. Well, he says something amazing. Now, this is a little hard to read for some of you back there. In life, you have to dream. And you know what? If other people tell you it's impossible, let me tell you what he says. He says, impossible is a word known around in small men who find it easier to live in the world they have been given than to explore the power to change it. If it's impossible, you know what? It's impossible. It's impossible. You know what? That's an excuse. To live in a small world for small men. As opposed to taking the power in your own hands to go change it. Change the world and change yourself. Right? And then he said, you know what? Impossible is not a fact. It's an opinion. Is that true? It's true. Impossible is an opinion. He said impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. That's a challenge. It's impossible. Oh yeah, you dare me to go prove it wrong? It's impossible. You dare me to do it? It's impossible. It's impossible is potential though. Impossible is temporary. But if you think about it, the word impossible is nothing. It's empty air. It's only a word that you give meaning to it. So why give any meaning to it? It's not impossible because many people are doing it. When people are doing it, that means it can be done. Free your mind. So, where are you going? Well, and what to do to get there, right? So I hope all of you have already written down exactly what you want out of this business. You get physically, monetarily, intangible things, okay? Well, this is nothing new. 3 things. Masters the basics of the business. Building with events, plug into the system. Is that simple? You know, Mr. Shu and Tracy, they already told you what to do, the mechanics of the business. To sum it up, just keep in mind, memorize this. Master the basics. Build with events. Plug into the system. Very simple. Keep it simple. To-do list to success, watch what others do, learn what others do, massive action, apply it, and be the greatest, like Muhammad Ali said. Okay? Watch what others do. A lot of people, they start the business, they never come to the event, they never watch what other people do. They start the business, oh, we have this Zoom webinar. They never watch what's on there. How can they promote it? How can they grow? How can they learn? You learn, that's good too. Internalize it. Feel it. When you watch it, watching other people, watch with your heart. Don't just watch to judge or watch to analyze. Watch what they're doing, absorb it. Watch without thinking. Okay, let me tell you something very interesting. You know, when I first started Jeunesse, my Chinese is horrible. I cannot really read any Chinese. But I still had to learn, right? Many of my partners, they speak Mandarin. My Cantonese, mama de okay. But you know what? When Hong Kong University started, and we were going there, you know, the trainer, the people, it's all Mandarin. I have no idea. I'm like sitting there for hours, don't understand anything, very little. Well, I decided to do like this. He said, you know what? To be successful, I know it can be learned, but I need to learn faster. So I devised a way. This is the secret, okay? If you want to learn fast, okay? It takes a little practice. But I decided to sit in the very front row. Well, I had no choice. All the diamonds have to sit in the front. So we sit in the very front row as the professor was talking, teaching the concept of e-commerce and all that. All I did was sit there, empty my mind. Do not take notes. I want to experience what he's saying. I don't know really what he's saying. But then, after a few times, I start understanding what he's saying. Because communication, only 7% of communication are the words. The other is the body language and the tone of the voice. So I started listening and listening and listening and listening and listening. Over time, I start to understand conceptually in a broad picture what they're saying. My Mandarin start getting better and better and better. Bang bu bang. Tai bang la. Okay? So, you see, the problem with all of us, why did I come up with that methodology? Because you know what? I realize that many times when we hear people talk and we're trying to learn something, inside our head, we have our own dialogue going. And this dialogue, you know what it became? It's a distraction. Your dialogue, the self-talk that you have, positive, negative self-talk, whatever is happening inside your head, is a distraction. You got to put the voice aside and say, thank you very much. I'm busy. I need to think. I need to listen. So that's how we can improve very fast. Now, you want to have massive action because knowledge is not power. It's how you apply it. The application of knowledge is power. If you all learn in a classroom and never go out to practice it, what is it worth? Am I right? We all went to school and they teach you how, in business, you know all the business skill, but if you never apply it outside in the real world, you forgot it. It's worthless to you. So massive action. And I'll tell you something. When we first started Malaysia, it was an incredible lesson for me. Incredible learning experience. You know why? Because when we first started, through a few people, I recognized that, wow, people in Malaysia, they are hungry. They want to get ahead. They want to make, more money. Okay? So at the beginning, everybody come look at the opportunity. They sign up for the biggest package. You want to, because making new opportunities are rare. Good opportunities are rare. And you know what? In the first month, we signed up more than 200 people. We did that hour after hour after hour after hour after hour. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Am I right? Okay. That has never happened to me in Jeunesse before coming to Malaysia. That was a very amazing. That was a very valuable lesson. A lot of people, they only wish they had the opportunity to do that in their team. Today, many of you had joined after when we first started in Malaysia. But what is keeping you from doing the same thing? As a team, we can do that. When people come every hour on the hour, we were at the PJ Hilton at the lounge before they remodel it, and they have little tables like at Starbucks or was it Old Town, right? So I was talking there, and we had very few tools, just the PowerPoint, the flip chart, and then always have a serum and a reserve next to us. And and they come in, I will ask the question, I get to know them. Well, are they open to an opportunity to making more money? I always ask them. You never ask, you guess, you never find out. But you don't want to waste your time. So once I got their permission, I start going through it. And then I do the compensation plan. And then, after 1 hour or less, hopefully, they go to the next table and they go sign up. Now, we did that every hour on the hour. And it was crazy. And you know what happened? Well, one day, it got so busy, I could not finish, and people keep coming. And they'll look at, I'm at one table, there's 3 other tables waiting. Some people say, oh, you know what? I signed up first, I'll find out later. You know, sometimes it's the energy, it's the excitement that happens in the business that you create. And we created that. So what's wrong with creating it? Like you guys, when we came in, the music, the excitement, the energy. You got to create that, okay? Aim to be the great, like Muhammad Ali. He says, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. He said he was the greatest before he even knew it. He believed it. You know, sometimes when you look at it, what he represented when he was as an athlete, he had that self-confidence. He had that belief. He was going to be the greatest no matter what everybody else says. But you know what? He backed it up. He said, I'm the greatest before I knew it. I'm going to show you how great I am. So, you know, when in the business, instead of just saying it, you got to back it up. Will you back it up, Malaysia? Will you back it up, Singapore? Yes. Will you back it up, Malaysia? Yes. Will you back it up, Singapore? Yes. Will you back it up, USGS? Yes. Powerful. Do you feel that? Aim to be the greatest. See? I'm the greatest. I said that before even I was. That's what he said. And many times, if you know, look, there's nothing wrong with standing in front of the mirror at home. Say, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest. Right? Yeah, somebody else might think you're crazy if they're watching you. But you know what, though? Those affirmations are important. We've been told in this world that we cannot, it's impossible, impossible, impossible. No! Don't let them decide how much you're worth. You decide how much you're worth. Look, are there ups and downs? Absolutely. You know what? In this business, people are going to join you, they're going to quit. People are going to disappoint you, they're going to do stupid things, make you upset. You know, there's some people you don't want them to join you. Okay? Look, if you want to be the fastest team, would you want to have the best partners? Do you have time to waste on people that distract? It's very important. All of us who reach diamond, we know we don't have time to waste. Look, you know, one thing I was thinking to myself, if I was going to make such and such money, if I know for a fact that, let's say, a year or two into the business, I was going to make $100,000 a month. If I knew that for a fact, if I had a crystal ball and I believed it, wouldn't you, if you were me, wouldn't you think if I could do that in 2 years, why don't I do that in 1 year? Get serious. Get serious. Okay? Well, you know what? People are going to come and go, come and go. The difference with somebody who has never done this business before, the difference between people who have done it before, the difference between the ones that have made it. The difference is if people reject, when I do the one-on-one, they say no, next. I don't even give a second to think about it. I don't even give that feeling a second to appear. You know? You know why? It won't contribute to my happy day today. Next. Let it go. Let it go. Because you don't have time to waste. When they say no to you, they don't know what they're saying no to. Right? Yes. Ups and downs. Look, will there be ups and downs? Absolutely. You know, Muhammad Ali said, it isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out. It's not the mountains that you're going to climb that wears you out. It's the pebble in your shoe. Yes. It's those things that get you every day. Every step, oh, ouch. Oh, they say no. Oh, they're so negative. I'm trying to get them to look at the webinar. They never do it. Ouch. I try to get them to the event. No, they said no money. I tried to get them to, meet my leaders. They said no. I tried to get them to use the product. No. Ouch. Why have the pebble in your shoe? Your only meaning to things are the meaning that you give to it. Don't let those people, don't let those things have power over you. So let it go. Next. You know what? I'm going to build it regardless of who say no to me. I'm going to do it regardless. Because you know what? It's not worth it. No. When you're down, we get on ourselves. We get on our situation. And all these old things come up. Doesn't it? If you park there too long, if you're parked in a car on the side of the road, you better be careful because might be another car that come behind you and hit you. Don't park there. Don't park there. There are many places that are better. Life is like a boxing match. Defeat is declared not when you fall, but when you refuse to stand up. It's only when you don't stand back up that you are defeated. Yeah. Does that make sense? Get back up. When I first started, the first week I talked to 50 people. Is that a lot in 1 week? No, I did more in Malaysia with you guys. But you know what? I burned my bridge. I was an auctioneer at that time, which is a trade. I decided, you know what? I'm going to work with Kim. I know what she can do. As a friend, I know she'll teach me. As a partner, I know she'll help me. So we start working. And before we start working, I decided to quit my auction business that I had done for 4 or 5 years. And pretty much, if you quit that business, somebody else takes your place. So I burned my bridge. No return. Okay? Plus, I was the only Chinese guy among all those white folks. That was it. That was how it was. It was a trade. So, I'm going to make it happen regardless. So I talked to 50 people, maybe on the phone or face-to-face. We had one opportunity meeting. The first week, 20 people joined me. Is that good? Oh, but 30 people say no. But 20 people join me. Is that good? Of course it's good. So the first week, I made money and made my money back. Right? The second week, nobody was moving. No, nobody made money yet. Nobody used the product yet. Nobody was moving. So I was the only one moving. So I got to go talk to more people. So my check went from no income claim whatsoever. This is my own story. So the first week, I made $2,500. Is that good? It's good, right? My second week was $32. The third week, $52. The fourth week, $82. Nobody moving. This is, there's 7 days in a week, right? Whatever I put in the first week, in those 7 days, I only made $32. By the 6th week, somebody returned. Negative $320. The week after that, $13.50. Impressive check, isn't it? At the time, Kim said, you know what? You better find some live ones. And I've heard her say before, it's easier to give birth than to raise the dead. I believe it because I'm not Jesus, right? So I got to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. It's very important, okay? But I refuse to lay down. You know what I did? I remember I was thinking, The things that gets us through these times is why we do the business. The reason, I want to make money, so actually I started doing real estate when I was 19 years old. I got my real estate license. By the time I graduated college, I had taken enough classes, I got my broker license. Then I opened my own office because my dad was in real estate. Not that I would like to do real estate, just he was. I figured, oh, that must be a good career. So I kind of went with the flow, all right? And then a few years later, a friend of mine asked me to get into a furniture business with him to be a partner. I said, okay, I just go with the flow. But you know what though? If you're not clear of what you want in life, clear, like, today I'm wearing glasses, right? Why do people wear glasses? Because they cannot see clearly? See, most people, they keep walking forward like this, and they forgot to put on their glasses. When you put your glasses, is everything sharper? Yes, see more clearly, but you have to get glasses. You have to look at clearly. You have to take the time. And those are the whys. Like, when I first started Jeunesse, I need to be debt-free. I want to do something for my mom. I want to get back all that I got when I was in the furniture business. I want a comfortable life. Tracy mentioned about playing piano. I played piano for almost 10 years when I was young. And I gave that up when I was in college, figured because I want to make money. To study business, which I had no feeling for whatsoever. After I graduated, I still don't know what business is. Yeah. But go back, think about why you do the business. When they say no to me, I say, well, they're not going to help my mom. They're not going to help me take care of my mom. They're not going to help me be debt-free. They're not going to help me get the things I want back in life. They're not going to help me travel the world. What are your whys? Those are the reasons why you would get over it. Look, Muhammad Ali said, you know what? You have to go do it. Champions are made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. They have to have last-minute stamina. They have to be a little bit better. They have to have the skill and the will. But you know what's more important? But the will must be stronger than the skill. The why fuels your willpower. Your why, the strength. Okay? And you got to grow and get better. He said, you know what? If you want to be a champion, you have to be a little bit faster than the other guy. You have to work harder than the other guy. Am I right? Do you think being diamond is easy? The road is not easy. The price of success is paid in full and up front. How many hours we work, how many hours we fly, how many messages we answer on the WhatsApp after every meeting. Probably 100 something. I have to scan through. Over and over and over and over again. But you know what the payoff is? You become world champion. Which you would rather work hard now. Or else, if you don't work hard, you'll never be that champion. You'll never be that diamond. Grow and get better. Muhammad Ali said, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. He did it. Suffer now. Go through it. Persevere. Because you know what? It's worth it. The other night when we got here, went to the hotel, we checked in, then went next door to go shopping to have a meeting in the shopping center at KLCC. You walk in that place, what if you can buy whatever you want? For yourself, for your family. Let's say you want a house. It's not an issue. You're debt-free. Travel the world. The company have great vacations. But if you have money, you can go anytime. What if you can do all that? What if there are things you want to do for your parents, for your children? That, you know what? Before, money was the issue. But because you pay the price in full, now, no problem. My sister Angie, she's been on the Zoom webinars. And she does a great job being doing the administrator, helping the whole webinar go through. She has 2 daughters. And last year, in the journey of Jeunesse, everybody looked for something. They're working, they see all the successful people doing different things besides making money, like gratitude tour. And when she got into the business, she had a 9-to-5 job. Well, it's not more like a 9-to-9 job. 60, 70, 80 hours a week in IT for 20 plus years. When she first started Jeunesse, she realized she doesn't have any friends. She's working so much, she never took the time to make more friends. And when she started Jeunesse, she see me making money. She said, she want to change. She want to spend more time with her 2 daughters. And she started doing part-time, whatever time. At night, no matter what it is, she comes to a meeting. She starts learning. And last year, she found her purpose. She said, you know what? Oh, I realized I love helping people. I love doing charity. I love kids. She asked me, she wants to buy some backpacks for needy children. Really? I said, oh, that's a good project. Now, I did not ask too much, right? I did not ask how big the project was. I just said, okay, well, I'll give you a check. Okay, I'll give you a $10,000 check. Go buy some backpacks for the kids. 300-400 families got backpacks and school supplies for the kids. Now, and I don't mean to say it to brag. It's just that, look, what if you have the power to do that? That you have some passion. That's the why. Okay? Well, when you do the business, you are following the system, using it, leveraging it, and it's working. You know what you need to do? Do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. The first month, in August of 2011, when we started Malaysia at the lounge at PJ Hilton, that's what we did. We did it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. After that, I went back to the States for a whole month. And the local leaders, because they watched me do it again and again and again and again, you know what they did? They did it again and again and again and again. They keep going. The business keep moving. The sales, they maintain it. And at the time, I just come back in October. I say, you know what? We're going to get it going even faster. I meet more of the new leaders. We get it moving. And we do it again and again and again and again. Repeat it. Through the process, people are watching. People are learning. And then they will start to apply it. The real learning is, when it's done, it's when you apply it. It's when people reject you, you feel it, you learn something, didn't you? You're going to get better next time. You're going to let that happen to you again. And you get better and better and better. The doing makes you better. Will you do it, Malaysia? Will you do it, Singapore? Do it, okay? Because don't stop till you reach your dream at the finish line, okay? But you know what happened, though? That finish line, that dream, those goals, they are you can write them down, and when you reach them, celebrate. Check them off, celebrate. But you know what happens? In this journey, that's right, at the beginning, you will have your goals and dreams, because you thought of those things from the beginning, the first point, the first dot. But as you go from dot to dot to dot, connecting the events, connecting the things that, connecting in this journey, your goals and dreams will change and grow. Because you will see more possibilities. You will see other people doing it besides you. Those amazing stories, the inspirations, the things that's happened in Malaysia and Singapore, it's incredible. You guys are doing things that professional people in this industry cannot do in 20, 30 years experience. Let me tell you. And why me and Yvonne are so passionate to come to you guys? Because we see you guys. You guys are the real inspiration. You know, I believe that as leaders, and all of you are leaders here today, all we have to do is lead by example. All we have to do is be open to growing. All we have to do is to go, move forward. When you do that, lock arms, do it together, everybody move forward with great power, with great speed, inspiring each other to do better, to be the greatest. Will you be the greatest? Yes. Will you be the greatest? Yes. You're the greatest before you even know it. You're the greatest before you are. Because you will when you say it. Give yourselves a big hand. Well, I want to say that, you know, before coming here, actually, for me, I felt a lot of pressure. I give that to myself. Because it is something that, you know, we started. A few of us started almost, well, 4.5, a little bit more than 4.5 years ago. And where does this pressure come from? Well, it comes from that knowing there are still people who have that desire, who want it so much, but just miss connecting those dots to move to the next step. But you know why? Because, you know, it's not you guys. Because you are a reflection of us, really. So we are in it together. It's all that you need to succeed, you already know inside. If today, any of us, the things that we say, you respond to it, that means you already have it inside. We only help you recognize it. You are all that you need to succeed in Jeunesse, you already have. And this, when I came here, outside, hearing your energy, your eagerness, I can hear your hopes and dreams in your clapping, in your cheering. That is you. You already have it inside. Take that. Take that and make something. Make it big and be the greatest. Thank you very much.